Welcome back to the Sunday Sports Frenzy. There's always someone or something that can make an impression on a person's life. That was this year for me. At multiple tracks, I kept running into this kid that was decked out head to toe in racing gear, only to come find it wasn't just my life that was being impacted, but many around the racing community. It was only a matter of time until Christian became a die-hard racing fan.
He's been to the races since he's been 8 or 9 months, and we go to NASCAR races, so he's been to, we go to Charlotte now, and he loves it.
In fact, for the last 3 years, Christian and his family have traveled to Charlotte for the World Finals.
Growing up, it was everything to Christian. He attended all my races, and then when Kevin started racing, you look at all the Victory Lane pictures, he's there and supported us and cheered all of us on.
Kevin Naus raced for nearly 30 years. For a large part and his final stint before retiring, Naus raced for Jake Rodabaugh, part-time in the Super Sportsman, then went full-time racing a 358. They won 3 Williams Grove track championships, winning nearly 20 races together. There was always a familiar smile in Victory Lane with the team.
Whether you won and got your picture taken in Victory Lane or you crashed or you didn't run as well as you would expected to, you know, it was always the same with Christian. He'd come in the pit area after the races and give you a big hug. You know, he was just always happy to be around, and that was very refreshing and kind of contagious. It really changed my perspective on things, because I was very competitive and you know, very focused on racing, and I was unapproachable if we had a bad night, but he kind of changed that for me.
He became the #1 crew member after the races, getting the car back in the trailer, and if the team won, he was the first to greet Kevin in Victory Lane.
I became the track photographer at Williams Grove back in 2017, and during one of the races, Kevin Naus had won a 358 race, and I keep hearing this voice, Kevin, Kevin, and I look over to my left and I see this Christian who is so happy and elated because Kevin won.
Even though he's retired, his favorite driver will always be
coming up.
Junkins and Naus have become a big part of Christian's life. They're considered family. And since Naus retired, Victory Lane photos have only grown.
Brett Marks, of course, was winning a lot of races, and all of a sudden I hear Troy behind me, and it's Christian. Somehow it evolved into this year where I got him into Victory Lane not only with Brett Marks, but with Lance Deweese, Brad Sweet, Logan Schuart.
His infectious smile also spreads all through the pits. The driver's involvement with Christian spreads Down syndrome awareness in the racing community. And it doesn't stop there. For a decade, Christian has been a valuable piece to the Boiling Springs boys basketball team.
His dedication is awesome, and his ability to be consistent, and you know, his best ability is his availability. You know, he shows up every day. He's got a great attitude. It doesn't matter if we're winning or losing, he's always there for it.
He's not just decked out as the team's biggest fan, but there's 6 man off the bench at the start of every home game. He was brought onto the team by the late head coach, Pat Dieter.
Puts a smile on our faces and reminds us that it's a game we're playing and we're supposed to have fun and enjoy it.
I think it just really shows how this isn't just a game for us. I know it's only high school sports, but we are family, and it spreads farther than just on the court. Like that, we have built relationships outside of that, and Christian is just one example of that.
Oh, good shot, Christian.
And win or lose, the players always take time after the game.
You still feel that same emotion with him, and you still feel that passion. And, you know, he's a great kid. I love him to death, and I hope he keeps coming back to Boiling Springs ball every year.
It makes my heart very happy because, like I said, everybody is so good to him. So for a mom to see that means a lot to me.
If everybody in the world had Christian's outlook on life, it'd be a much better place, because he just, I don't know, he's just a ray of sunshine.
From the racetrack to the court, with every single person he comes in contact with, Christian is making a difference. There are 2